What is your personal favorite trash talking to NFL films?
Ready for somebody? Here we go. I don't know. You gonna ask him because he done finished the game. Ice up, son. Ice up. If you see this face, that means I scored.
I like when I say when you see this face, that means I scored.
If you see this face again, that means I scored often.
The boat rowing could have something to do with the Vikings party on 2 boats on Lake Minnetonka.
I'm 35 years old and I ran around on boys like they were schoolyard kids.
Leave your boy out there on that island so I can torture. Hell, they might put my mom out there now. And I'm gonna beat her like a drum too. Blessing to be here. But somebody gonna get their beat today. This is a nail, him in a coffin. You're dead. Take your back to Carolina. Make sure you mow my lawn too while you're out there. Keep it clean for me. I just make plays, that's all. I don't know why they don't like it.
Yeah, he's doing a little Buccaneer pirate routine in the end zone.
What's your message to these young DBs who want to keep talking with you?
He can make the Hall of Fame on Trash Talk alone. For Steve Smith, always the competitor and always having fun. It was our first chance to talk with him since he retired from the NFL at the end of last season.
Yeah, after 16 seasons, 14 with the Panthers, 2 with the Ravens, 5 Pro Bowls, he now becomes a broadcaster with the NFL Network.
Yeah, this is it. I got a beautiful wife at home, Angie, and 4 kids that need their dad. And I need my kids, so I'm going home to Charlotte to be with my family.
Do you feel like you're retired yet?
Absolutely. You know, playing golf and traveling around and doing things that normally guys would do on the weekends or in between. I have control of my whole calendar, and it's refreshing. It probably won't hit me till next year, you know, to get through a full season of not playing and getting through opening day and all that stuff.
Have you thought about what it's going to be like opening day and you're not going to be there?
Actually, technically, I'll be there. I'll just be there from the studio.
Yeah,
you know, sitting in a nice suit. Usually would be playing, having some kind of sports drink or power bar, you know. I actually probably be having a salad, drinking a drink, you know, enjoying the game, looking at it from a different perspective.
So now that you're a member of the media, and
So they say,
yeah,
on the dark side.
You are on the dark side now. You're going to realize that media people aren't all that bad. We're normal people too.
That is not true. So, some of the people I work with in the media are outstanding, like yourself.
Yeah, okay.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Then there's other people I work with. They're bumbling idiots, and that's life. They are. I have to first off say, nickel for the insult. I thought you were a dweeb.
So what are people going to be saying about you now as a member of the media? Which side?
I'm a straight shooter. You know, I mean, like, I'll give you an example that I think is tough. So a guy comes off, say a guy, a Pro Bowl player, he drops 3 passes. Or he loses or drops the winning catch. And a reporter comes up to him and says, "What were you thinking? You know, what was going through your mind when you dropped that pass?" You know, for me, I would ask that guy, you know, what is the week looking forward to? How are you going to get past this? What are some of the expectations that you're going to put on yourself now that this has happened? And, you know, what are you going to do to kind of fix this and make sure it doesn't happen again? More of kind of talk to him as if it was me in that moment, what I need to do, what I think, and the things that you think about are going back into playing, going back to the fundamentals. You obviously let your teammates down. So there's a lot of things that the fans don't understand what goes on behind closed doors when a player has a good game or bad game. And so really talk to them on that part versus what were you thinking. Anybody can ask what are you thinking. I think that's a lazy analyst or a lazy reporter to ask that. That's it. That's the easy, dumb question. Ask him, you know, what now? How does he move forward from it?
Yeah. So what were you thinking when you decided to retire? What was going through your mind? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was thinking I was going to hang out and play golf.
Anybody's better than Brock Osweiler.
Osweiler has a winning record.
Yeah, he does.
He's a winning record.
He sure does. That's why Houston got rid of him. They did.
That's right. Well, you pay him $18 million. He's not worth that.
Hey, they gave him to the Goodwill, and the Goodwill's trying to get rid of him.
Well, you've been outspoken, obviously, and you kind of like that. Are you going to continue to be outspoken as an analyst on the NFL Network, or are they going to try to calm you down?
No, I mean I'm gonna be a straight shooter and be open, but also I'm not going to try to take away from guys. I understand how much hard work it takes, all the ins and outs, all the things that they have to do during the week. So I don't want to take that away. So I will ask them and talk to them more and be critical of who they are. So I'm being critical of a Pro Bowler, say, hey, he's up to a Pro Bowl caliber type of season. This is the expectation he expects from himself, and also as a fan that we expect out of him, you know, versus just saying a guy can't play.
When did you know you wanted to go into broadcasting after your career was over?
Probably started about 4 or 5 years ago. I started slowly doing radio station in Charlotte. Interned, worked the switchboards, kind of learned. And
you were a grunt?
I was a grunt. The only thing is I didn't get anybody coffee. I was a little bit better grunt than some of the most, so I'm not doing that. But I learned a lot and got opportunities and kind of worked my way up like people do.
Do you want to stay in the studio, or would you like to go out and do color commentary at games?
Color commentary requires too much knowledge, too much traveling, away from the family, and that. If I'm going to do that, I'd rather just go play.
Yeah, and so that's your big thing, family.
Yes. Yep. Be at home, watch my boys play collegiate soccer, watch my other boys play baseball, football, watch my daughter play volleyball. Like, this will be the first time I'm home for my wife's birthday. It's August 19th, so for the last 16 years, it's always predicated on a schedule that I had no control over.
You don't know who Steve Smith is. By the end of this game, you don't know who he is.
It's all been about you and your life and your playing day, but now you're that dad that's got so many kids in different sports. You're going to have to forget about yourself and be with them now.
I am an Uber driver that can get rated, but I cannot get paid. So that's the problem.
How does he do it?
Wow, absolutely wow.
When you look back on your career, how do you perceive your career, and how would you like others to remember you on the field?
I've been asked that, and I've had some answers, but honestly, I'm 38 years old, played 16 years. I don't really care what you think about my career. I've done it. I wasn't supposed to do it this long. And so whatever you draw up or you think about it, I can care less, because I have the memories and I have the statistics and I have the fun and I have the teammates. So all the other stuff, care less.